It's about that time. Prepare for a whole lot of yapping. There's a lot to criticize about this movie, but man was it enjoyable. Let's just go chronologically and I'll comment on whatever I find interesting. Starting off with the audience in the Baki corners, some of these are pretty random. Like, can we stop pretending Jaku Kaio is a relevant character? This guy implied he wanted to fight Pickle and was just kind of never seen again afterwards. That being said, I really like the fact that Kato is here, dude. I haven't seen this motherfucker in ages. I love that guy. The Hanayama versus Sao Pang fight was decent. The only thing I have to say there is they clearly reused the exact same animation of Hanayama taking his suit off and revealing his back tattoo as when he fought Spec. I don't mind because it's Sakuga, it's phenomenal animation, but just something interesting I noticed. I like how this began from Oliva criticizing his aesthetics, and I like how it was resolved. Hatsumi-sen is my favorite Kengan character, even though unfortunately his martial art of Aikido is kind of a bullshit one in real life, but hey, it is what it is. Whoo boy, this is gonna be spicy. I have purposefully not seen anybody else's review or any comments on this fight, but I have a pretty damn good guess this is gonna be the most controversial one and people are gonna be pissed. I'm gonna say it right now, I don't agree with the outcome. I don't think Jack should have lost. Mainly because of this move right here, which is something we haven't seen since all the way back in the Maximum Tournament and actually ever since. The Maxing is not a power-up, that's just him reaching his limits. So even though it's narratively framed as this sort of power-up, it's very clear to see it's actually degradation. Broski is vomiting his guts out, losing mass. And I fully understand that, you know, obviously this is a collaboration, so Kengan will have a W. We're not just gonna have Baki characters completely shit on Kengan characters, even though realistically, power scaling wise they should. But I gotta say, Jack was done dirty. This was just kind of hard to watch, wasn't it? Ryan is a monster in his own right, but I think the only way to justify Jack losing here would be by saying that this is right after the Pickle arc. So one, maybe he's not fully recovered after Pickle, and two, this ain't Baki Rahen. If this was Baki Rahen, this motherfucker would have eaten Ryan. This fight just kinda left a lot to be desired, and the worst thing is, I'm pretty sure Jack's next fight in the anime is against Motobe Izo, and oh my god, bro. I'm not even gonna say anything. Jack fans are gonna be on a streak of L's for a while. At the end of the fight, however, my second favorite moment of the movie happens. Pickle, baby, that's what I'm talking about, my favorite character. No, dude, first you do Jack dirty, then you do Pickle dirty? As the world's #1 pickle glazer. That sounds way worse than I thought. I can confirm if Pickle's mood swings were not that of a puppy, he could pretty much solo every Kengan character in this movie. I also really like the Battle of the Shitters. Very disappointed we didn't get an outcome on that one. But let's take a quick look at the final fight. Honestly, what I'm most surprised about here is that Baki somehow knows Shaori, which if you guys remember is actually Kaku Kaio's technique, and as far as we know, only Yujiro has been able to copy and master it. We've never seen any like proof that Baki knows how to use it, so that was kind of weird. Another thing I kind of thought was out of character is Gaolang's reaction to all this. This is a super stoic guy. There's no reason for him to act like he's shocked, like he's some jobber. Even right now in the manga, he's a top tier in the verse. There's no reason for him to sweat like this and act like you know what I'm saying? Like, chill, bruh. You are not a jobber. You're way too strong to be pulling out these kind of reactions. Going back to the fight, I like the ending where obviously both of them pull out their special moves. Gotta appreciate how vascular Ohma looks in 2D. And as for the outcome, yeah, this was kind of expected. Again, Baki would never in a million years lose to Ohma under regular circumstances. But since this is a friendly collaboration, it totally makes sense for it to end in a draw. The funnier thing is actually comparing Kuroki Genzai to Yujiro Hanma on any level. If we're being completely fair, and as someone who's a fan of both series saying this, Kuroki Genzai is definitely comparable to somebody like Orochi Doppo, who in all fairness was actually able to give Yujiro a run for his money in early Baki. But this version of Yujiro, they're not even on the same playing field. And finally, I know nobody else cares about these guys, but my favorite moment of the movie, the return of the prisoners! What? Yanagi, Doyle, Dorian, Spec, Sikorsky, I love these guys! This is my second favorite Baki arc after the Pickle arc. These motherfuckers are responsible for turning Baki from a martial arts series into a straight up Street Fighter brawling series. And the fact that all of their designs in the movie are post-Revenge Tokyo is so cool. I would love to see them actually make a reappearance in Baki Rahen. So that's pretty much it. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but man was it fun. I know some of y'all are gonna be pissed. Let me know why in the comments.